Hello and welcome back to my small little library. It is already nearly December, which this year has gotten away from me. It has been such a quick year. A lot has happened, obviously, and there has been a lot of uncertainty and bad things happening this year. So yeah, let's hope that the next year will be better. But before we're coming to the next year, let's talk about the books I plan on reading for the last month of this year. Yeah, hopefully they're gonna be good. Probably most of them gonna be pretty average because of how I've chosen the books. We are starting, just like last month, with two James Patterson books because I want to get through the backlog of James Patterson books. They're fine books, but I don't really care for his characters and how he writes them, so they're not ideal thrillers for me. The first one is Violets Are Blue, which is one of the Detective Alex Cross books. I don't really care for his main character, like for Alex Cross himself, but I do like the topicalization of racism and how he perceives the world and how the world perceives our main character because he's black, and because he lives in a not so great part of the city, mainly because the black population got put there. So yeah, that is kind of the background for the character, and then he is obviously a detective and a lot of the crimes have to do with racism and stuff like that. So whilst I think the stories are pretty good and pretty interesting topic wise, I don't like the main character, so we'll see how this goes. I have no idea what the book is about, just that it's in the same series like the two books I read in November from him. And then we have another series by James Patterson, and this is the Number series. I so far read the first one and now I'm reading the fourth one because, to be honest, I don't plan on buying any books by him. I'm not that big of a fan from him, so I don't really see the sense in buying the ones I don't own in the series. So yeah, this is a different thriller series, and the main character is Lindsay Boxer, and she has this woman's murder club that she's a part of, and they are she is a police detective, but yeah, they also have the woman's murder club and they resolve crimes. I have to be honest, I can barely remember the first one. Yeah, so we're hoping that it's not a problem that I'm not reading these in order and that I barely remember the first one, because it's quite some time since I read the first one. Then after that we have one of my Illumicrate books, which, I'm slowly trying to make my way through. I think this is one of the few out of the Evernight books that I did not like, and so I did not read it once I got it. This is called An Academy for Liars, and it's by Alexis Henderson. And yeah, it gives me Dark Academia vibes, which I haven't gotten a lot of luck with Dark Academia so far. They often don't suit my taste in books, sadly. I would love to love the genre, but so far I haven't really gotten good luck with that. But yeah, I don't know what this is about. On the back it says, one of the Lennons in the mirror didn't strike its cheek. It didn't move at all, really, except to smile. And then it has an Ouroboros around it, the snake that bites its own tail. So yeah, I don't really know much about it, but if you look at it, it's a little bit like Stranger Things-esque, with the house on top and then the more ruinous house on the bottom, and it's still even the same house. But yeah, I do think it's Dark Academia, and so yeah, it's a really pretty book. As always, Illumicrate is great with making really pretty books. Just they can really be hit or miss, so I have no idea what to expect for this. Other than that, I know I put it aside after reading the blurb, so I'm guessing I probably won't like it, but we are going to give it a really good try. Then I have one reread for the month, and that is The Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. I do like to read a holiday-themed novel around the holidays, so because I don't really plan to buy all that more Christmas-themed novels, I decided to go ahead and reread A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, which, you know, it's a pretty classic. I think everybody knows it. I grew up with all of these different children's versions of it. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good reread. Also, it's a really, really short, cute book. So yeah, and I have this really, really pretty penguin version, which makes me really happy to look at. Then we have a Dennis Lehane book, which is Gone Baby Gone, and this is part of a series where I read one part already. I think I gave it a 3 or 4 stars. I haven't read that much by Dennis Lehane. What I really loved was, what is the name? The Island book. I'm gonna put the name here because I can't remember right now, but it's the one about the asylum on an island where you can't be sure what is real and what is not in the novel. Love that one. I do know that I found the first one of this series to be pretty average, so we're gonna go and continue with this one. This is about a kind of like a private investigator agency, and there are 2 main characters who work for this agency, and yeah, they investigate stuff. And yeah, hopefully it's good. I don't really know. I do think I like the characters, but the story in the first one I read was pretty meh. So hopefully the characters are great and the story is going to be better, and then we're going to have a good book. And then the last one I have is a takeover from November, because in November I was like, if I can get through all the rest of my TBR, I will also read this one if I have the time. This is the last book on my November TBR, and I have 1 week left, so I won't get more done than that one, and probably the start of this one. But because I will only get the start done, I will be generous for myself and put this on December's TBR as well. And so this is Skyward, Claim the Skies by Brandon Sanderson. His kind of YA-esque, like coming of age-esque novel about a girl who wants to be a pilot for the human resistance, pretty much, against the aliens and humanity's on this planet where they have to live underground. And her father was also a pilot, and everybody is like, oh, he was a deserter. He like went and vanished, and so yeah, everybody makes her pay for her father's mistake pretty much, and she's like, no, my father wasn't like that, and she's sure that there has to be more to it. And so yeah, she tries to get into the pilot's academy and make her dream come true. And so yeah, I need to start this. I bought it when it came out in paperback, and I haven't read it since, so I really need to get to this. I also own the second one, but yeah, obviously I haven't read the first one yet, so hopefully I can make it through this. Though I have to say that I do plan on buying like 2 or 3 books in December, and I will probably pick at least one up for the month of December to read. So obviously I don't know which ones those are yet, because I do want to buy secondhand, so they are a little bit cheaper, but I also don't know what I can get. So we will see with that. But yeah, so far I have 6 books on my TBR, and then if I read 1 or 2 from the books that I buy, it might be 8 books, but I might not get through 8 books. So we'll see if I can get through all of these. I would like to ideally get through all of these to get through my TBR reading goal for the year. Obviously, there's only 1 month left, so it is cutting it rather close. But yeah, hopefully I can get through all of these. Hopefully at least half of them will be good. I know that I'm setting myself up for a little bit of failure, because I know that the James Pattersons I will probably find to be pretty average, entertaining but average. The Dark Academia one I'm probably not gonna enjoy all that much. I mean, I will like Charles Dickens. And Skyward, I am hopeful, though with Brandon Sanderson that's really hit or miss for me. And then Dennis Lehane, I think I will enjoy, but I also think it will be quite the average book. So I have no book in there that I'm expecting to be like a brilliant book, but they can always change my mind, you know. So yeah, those are all of the books I plan on reading in December. Hopefully I can get through all of them. If you've read any of these books, please leave your opinions spoiler-free down below, because I do like to hear what other people think about the books. And if you want to share what you are gonna be reading in December, please do that down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick little TBR video for December, and hopefully I will also see you in the next video.